to somebody in Montgomery so you won't have to go away? Yeah. Like going there.
Hey, congratulations.
I'll find out her. She have one yet?
Don't ever call me. Now I gotta call you when I get home. I told her that I won't it out. Me.
See how that would
You call him.
take him nowhere.
In a moment, we'll officially begin. Maybe we have a couple of empty chairs here up front. If we could, I don't know if the sheriff can come back with the cowboy. But I think we'll get everyone in place. Thank you for letting us break a moment. So we'll begin the press conference. Good morning, and thank you all for being here. My name is Robert Birmingham, current chair for the Montgomery Regional Chamber, and I'm proud to present here a coalition of business and elected leaders committed to growth and economic development. The very mission of the Chamber is to drive economic growth and build a greater Montgomery capital region for all. This morning you will hear a theme of confidence by our existing businesses, optimism around tremendous new investments, jobs, infrastructure, and a report of the measurable outcomes that attest to Montgomery's progress and the progress of the Montgomery Chamber and its performance. Before we do that, I would like to now ask DAS North America to come forward and begin this morning with some exciting news. We have Patrick Kurtziel, plant manager of DAS, and Jeff Hahn of DAS as well. And if you don't know, I asked this question earlier. DAS, and that an acronym, is not what I believed it to be. It is Drive and Safe. Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate everybody being here this morning. As somebody said earlier, let's keep the momentum going. Today marks an important milestone at DAS. We are expanding. Here in Montgomery, we're proud to announce $77 million investment in Alabama. This project includes approximately $37 million to the building, site development, and $40 million to advanced manufacturing equipment. Construction is scheduled for completion April 1st, 2027, with phased operations beginning in July 2027. And full operations is expected April 1st, 2028. It's an exciting time for us. I remember when we first came over here in Montgomery, the support, everything that we got, and we continue to get that support and grow together here in Montgomery. Over the next 3 years, we'll create another 101 jobs, full-time jobs, with an annual payroll of approximately $3.36 million. The expansion represents more than a financial investment. It's a commitment, a long-term growth, innovation, and the people who make the successful possible. It reflects our continued confidence in Montgomery, dedication, and building a strong future together here in Montgomery, Alabama. We thank Perry Cox, the Chamber, for their strong support of DAS, continued growth, and the partnership ensuring long-term success. Investments like this strengthens Montgomery's position as a hub of advanced manufacturing and demonstrates the power of collaboration between businesses, state, and local partners. We thank you.
We could get a photograph, perhaps, with our elected officials, our partners, Mayor, Doug. I saw City Council, County Commission members. Please come up, because it doesn't happen without you guys.
Hey, right on time. All right. 3, 2, 1. One more. And 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Patrick and Jeff, thank you so much and the entire DOS North American team for your continued investment and confidence in Montgomery. We appreciate you joining us this morning and allowing us to celebrate this expansion alongside our board and community partners and elected officials. It took everyone to make this work, and it continues to just grow and grow for Montgomery. So thank you. And what makes announcements like this especially meaningful is that they are part of a larger story and reflect sustained investment, expansion, and employer confidence across our region. Momentum that not only happens when partnerships are strong and priorities are aligned. I'd like to now invite Anna, who is the President and CEO of the Montgomery Regional Chamber, to share highlights from the Governor's 2025 New and Expanding Industry Report and what it tells us about our region's performance.
Try and drive this and not mess it up. So when the governor releases her statewide impact report, it details growth by existing and expanding industry, new projects throughout the state, and does it on a county-by-county basis. And so we really are sticklers about measuring our progress and seeing where we are. How are we stacking up against competition? And I'd say pretty good. And I'm so glad that we started today with DOS. What a success story. Came here early on, just expanded and expanded, invested and invested, and just part of the family now. And that's what existing industry does for a community. And to have them express confidence in us and continue to grow is the highest compliment. So we talk a lot about how the capital city is the core and the hub of this river region. It really is, and as you'll see from these numbers, the capital city, the Montgomery County footprint is driving the growth of the river region. So this is 2025 numbers, and I'll have some that are cumulative, but right now this is 2025. And this is existing industry, right? So we among all the state counties in Alabama, we were number 2. Montgomery was number 2, both in capital investment and job creation for expansion of existing industry. You see the $1.1 billion of capital investment, 475 jobs. And then under here, it's a little fine print, but for last year, Mobile, they had a very large project that expanded with some capital equipment at a $1.2 million, Montgomery at 1.1, and then Limestone, Dallas, and Calhoun, kind of much smaller numbers. As far as the jobs created by existing industry growth, Madison, again, Madison County, high performing right now, of course. Montgomery's right up there. Montgomery, 475 new jobs from expanding industry, followed by Coleman, Franklin, and Calhoun. So also we capture in this report new projects in the state, total jobs created by new projects announced, new company announcements, and then the CapEx or the capital investment that comes from those announcements. So in 2025, Montgomery was number 3 for total number of new projects in the state. Number 2 for total jobs from existing projects. That's that second number 2 ranking that we just talked about with existing industry investment and jobs. Number 4, total jobs created in the state. Now remember, 2025, there was a big gorilla that came in at the end of the year called Eli Lilly. In Huntsville. And that announcement's in these numbers. So you have to kind of think about what you're stacking up against here when you're being rated against the rest of the state. But it matters for us to see where we're stacking up. And then number 3, among total projects and capital investment, among all the counties in Alabama. So we feel like this is a strong statement about our performance. We always want to be number one. What I'll kind of show you here is, we talk about momentum. And, LeBaron, we know you put the mo in momentum. We just love it. So that word has really gotten a lot of traction, and we use it all the time. And it's important to show what this sustained work and focus by a group of partners, the city, the county, the chamber, and all our federal and state partners, what that focus and alignment will do for you when you're hitched together going the right direction. So this was 2024. Look at the numbers. New projects, number 4 in the state. Jobs from new projects, number 2. Total CapEx for a new project, number 1 in the state of Alabama in 2024. Total jobs created, number 4 in the state. And then total capital investment, number 2 in the state for 24. Over time, because I think it is important to kind of see how are we building momentum and sustaining momentum, you got a track record of success. And again, that's that tight partnership, the mayor, the county, and all of our partners working together every day to be that one point for industry that they go to for recruitment and expansion. So you can read this, and I'm not going to read it to you, but always ranking pretty much the top 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 in the state for performance investment and new jobs created. And this is important. Cumulative results. So when you aggregate that together for Montgomery County, and if you take the span of years, and we did this after COVID, COVID was, the weird year for everybody. So we took 2022 to 2025, $4.6 billion in capital investment alone in Montgomery County, 2,891 jobs in Montgomery County. That's pretty strong. And then this is cumulative for the MSA, which is Autauga, Elmore, Lowndes, and Montgomery. For the MSA, $5.4 billion in CapEx, 3.368 jobs from new industry and expanding. These are both numbers together. So when you look at this, strong numbers for the region, but go back to Montgomery County and you see that just about 85% of those jobs and the investment and the growth is all right here in the city and county of Montgomery. And that's a strong statement. It means we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're driving the region, and we are creating momentum throughout the region with job creation here in the capital city. Here we go. So we will be available afterwards if the media has specific questions about any of this report or anyone does. But for the sake of time, we're going to keep moving. When you think about how did we get here, right? Really, if I had to say one word, I would say partnership. We've heard so much this morning, and that word collaboration keeps coming up. And it's so important because there's just a lot of energy in this room this morning. It makes us very proud to be a part of it. And that collaboration around a focused goal with a plan, you have to have a plan. Focus without a plan doesn't get you very far. But when we know what we're going after and we stay together, there's nothing as a community that we can't do. So I just can't thank enough our partners, the mayor, the city council, the county commission, of course the state and federal partners, but it's the city and the county that pony up every day and help us always in the trenches. Mayor, if you would come up and maybe just respond to these and also to the DOS announcement today. And I've got our council president, Cece Calhoun, Doug, on behalf of the county, Carmen's here, our vice chairman of the county commission, just to kind of respond to this and make your comments. We would appreciate it. We can't do it without you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How's everybody? We in afternoon yet? Morning still. Okay. Good to see everybody here. I'll be very, very brief. Just want to congratulate DOS on your expansion. We're proud that you see the benefit of the workforce here, the talent that we have in the city and in this entire region. I think it's a testimony to what the partnership, Anna, looks like between the city, county, and the state, and the chamber. I think it's a testament to the type of young people that are coming out of our schools, coming out of our higher ed institutions, coming from around the state to work here. So I think that in itself is more good news. I'll say this. I think that we have to do a better job in this room of spreading the good news. Bad news travels by itself, but good news needs a lot of help. And in this day and age, whether it's algorithms, social media, or whether it's just the mindset of some, you have to continually push the positive things that are happening in your city. The things that are kind of family business, you keep inside the house. You keep inside the family. We can have those discussions here. We can have them anywhere else off the record. But I think what we have to do is to make sure that we're showing a united front for Montgomery, the River Region, and Central Alabama. There are going to be disagreements. I'm on enough boards and committees to talk to mayors from California to the Carolinas. There's not a mayor that doesn't have an issue with their council. There's not a mayor that doesn't have an issue with their county commission, with their board of supervisors. There's not a mayor I know that doesn't have an issue somewhere in their community. The difference in those communities is how they deal with it and how they respond to it. How much of it is public and how much of it is kind of kept in-house, so to speak. So we all have our challenges, but we all have the things we want to champion. We've got to do a better job of championing wins like this, the numbers that you just shared, so that our community will know that, one, we're on the same page, we're together, and despite a few differences here and there, that we're working together to improve ultimately what they care about, and that's their quality of life. That's what they want to know from government. That's what they want to know from business, is where are my opportunities? Do I have them here, or do I have to move somewhere else? And if I can't move somewhere else, what are you going to try to do to bridge the gap? So I think as long as we continue to do that, we'll do a great job. And listen, I'm available with any feedback, for any thoughts, any conversations. We can have that anytime. I think we've been doing some great things with the city council. Just had a kind of beginning of the year kickoff with our departments, and we look back at 2025. We got a lot of great things that happened with the city. I think the county probably can speak to that as well. So as long as we're working with business and we're working with our institutional partners around this community, we'll continue to see numbers like this, and I think we'll see some even better numbers based on some other things that are in the pipeline. So I just thank everybody for all their great work. Thank you for all you're doing, and I'll turn it over to Doug, I guess, at this time. Thanks so much.
I think this might have been my favorite chamber meeting of all time. Thank you, Robert. Much better than Boone, Campbell, and Gary Hughes.
Watch yourself,
Watch yourself. Congratulations to my great friend LeBaron Boone. You know, Stephen touched on it, exactly what I wanted to say. You know, sometimes we don't tell our story like it needs to be told. You know, everybody loves to talk about bad stuff, and everybody loves to talk about opinions, and I've got this perspective. But, you know, Anna shared with us facts. And before that, we honored Boone, National Attorney of the Year, Sheriff Cunningham, you know, National Sheriff, 3,069 counties in the United States. He was #1. We need to share that. Congratulations to Robert. I told Robert a few minutes ago, Robert's has been the face of Hyundai from day one, and we're definitely going to miss you, but it's exciting times having Hyundai. And now DOS, the announcement today. I knew DOS when they were in Chilton County. I remember when they came to Hopewell and had 2 employees, and now they're my neighbor on my side of town, which is also going to be neighbors with Alpha down the road soon. But a great, great neighbor, great partnership, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate your investment in Montgomery County and reinvested in Montgomery County, just like Hyundai continues to do, and so many of our great partners. So thank y'all again.
Thank you, Mayor Reed and Chairman Singleton. Thank you for your openness and open communication. That is what it takes. We have a lot of opportunities. We have a lot of really positive things occurring here, and we need to, as the mayor said, we need to talk about these positives and work on our challenges. You know, the city, county, and state, and our federal partners working with the chamber is the vital ingredient to our success. And the results that we've highlighted today, multi-billion-dollar investment in Montgomery over the last 4 years, jobs coming online, and the announcement by DOS. And it reflects what can happen when business and public leadership are aligned. So today we stop for a few moments to celebrate what we've achieved, and then we ask questions. What's next? What investments, priorities, commitment to the greater good must we take to sustain momentum and leverage it for growth and vibrancy? The what's next will require real focus and sincere commitment, and go to the got to do this list of priorities that the Chamber and our partners will be evaluating over the coming weeks. Our speakers and elected officials will remain after for a few minutes for interview or questions, so I encourage you to remain here. And with that, we are concluded. Thank you.